Good morning, Bantam Black hockey fans. Here we are back at the Cullen Hockey Center. We're on the Butcher Rink this morning as Moorhead takes on Hazen-Beulah. Starting lineup for the Spuds at center, Beckett Miller. On the wing, Joe Summers and Garrett Blaha stepping up this little switch up on the line today with Gavin Welsh and Logan Brecky on the blue line. And a quick offside there on Moorhead, and we're going to face off just outside the Hazen-Beulah line. Beckett in to take the face off. Summers up with it. Centers it across to Blaha. Blaha just out of his reach. His centering pass goes right through the crease. Summers battles along the near board. Now Summers steals it away, hands it off to Beckett down low. Beckett, sharp angle shot. Saved there by the goaltender for, I assume they're calling themselves the North Stars. They got the old North Star style logo. Centering pass. Oh, Brecky stepped up for it. Now Wells will step up. And Blaha now picks up a loose puck. A little miscommunication there in the handoff, and we'll also have to go back to his own zone to pick it up. Gavin sidesteps one player, looking for a pass. Finds Calhoff up along the near wing. Calhoff, center pass. He tried to leave it back for Wells, but that pops off his stick. And finally, the North Stars clear and back out to center ice where Isaac will pick up the loose puck. Cubs trying to come back after the tough loss last night to Mount West Tonka. Now has Bargan at the center ice. Go sidestep one player, carried into the zone. Quick shot there, deflected into the board. Now Steen centering pass, Calhoff. Sharp point blank, saved by the goaltender, and rebound put in by Colton Miller. This is shot by Calhoff, was saved by the goaltender. Loose puck came back out, and Colton Miller with the rebound puts it away and puts the Spuds up early, 1-0. Faceoff comes back to Hasbargen. Lead pass up to Woodard. Woodard tries to carry it in the zone, now supported by Hasbargen. Hasbargen will dump it in from the red line, and Spuds give chase. Mountaugen and Copeland carry chase in, but they're able to clear. Now Welsh from his own zone. Welsh with cross ice pass to Woodard. Woodard carries up and across the blue line. Hands it off to Copeland. Copeland carries it down below the goal line. He gets upended. Now loose puck up along the far boards. Poked away by Mountaugen. Mountaugen hands up to Woodard. Woodard, sharp shot and score. Kellen Woodard with a shot. Goes 5-hole and split the Spuds up 2-0 here early in the first period with just 2:20 remaining in the first. There's our friends Bantam Orange headed out for their game. As they are also in their home tournament. 2 different brackets. Larry and Tim comes to Welsh at the point. Welsh sidesteps into the middle. Welsh shot deflected, goes into the far corner. Now Summers back to Welsh at the point. Welsh flip it off the boards down to Blaha. His centering pass intercepted. Now he battles for it in the corner. And the North Stars able to control and come out and clear. North Stars up ahead. Sharp shot there. Saved by Davis. Brecky clears it to the near corner. Now Summers on the outlet to Miller. Beckett along the right wing. Beckett with a step. And Blaha on the backside. Now supported by Summers. Summers walks in. His shot just goes wide. I think he got a stick deflected on it. Now Wells. Throws it down to Summers. Summers, sharp shot, save, and Blaha on the rebound. And whistle is blowing. Play dead. No goal. Good save there by the North Star goaltender. So 11:16 remaining here in the first period. Spuds lead 2-0. Asbarden from the point. Throws it into the far corner. Comes all around the pass, but the North Star is able to clear. Good back check by Colton Miller. Centering pass stolen away by Hasbargen. Hasbargen chips it outside the zone. Kalhoff gets chase. North Star spin it back the other direction. Up along the near boards, dumped in. Loose puck beside the net. Isaac picks up the loose puck. Spins back around, spins around, and he gets dumped. Hasbargen there to support. He'll get it up along the boards to Kalhoff. Unable to clear. North Star send it down deep again. Now Steen along the far board. That shot stopped by Poss up front. Was unable to get it out of the zone. That pass intercepted. Point blank shot. And North Stars shoot and score. And just like that, the gap was closed down to 2-1 lead for Moorhead. So 10-17 left here in the third. Spuds up 2-1. North Stars send it up. Brecky steals that away. He hands it up to Woodard on the near board. Now Mountaughen will chip it in. That's good chase down low. Step up by Brecky, but unable to hold. And loose puck comes out to it. North Stars up ahead. Shot there, saved by Davis to the corner. Now Mountaughen picked up a loose puck from his own goal line. His cross ice pass up to Woodard gets intercepted. North Stars spin around and dump it back in. Now Copel along the far boards. It's up to Woodard on the near side. Off at the red line, step up in by Welsh. Welsh steps up in. Shot, save by goaltender for rebound, loose puck. That shot by Copeland, hit a stick up front. Now Copeland and Mountaughen work down on the corner. They're trying to flip it up top. Welsh dumps it back down low. Run around the board to the far side. All the way to the point to Brecky. Brecky holds it in. Centering pass. That flipped through two Spuds right down in the corner. Now Welsh steps up. Welsh working down low. His centering pass goes off a skate. His Spuds are in the middle of making changes. Now Beckett finds Brecky at the point. He throws one in off the corner of the goaltender's skate. Now Brecky hands it down low to Miller. Miller shot. Pad save. Rebound up front as Blaha's working down in the dirty parts of the ice. Comes all the way back down to Davis, where Welsh will play it. He'll find Summers on the near board. Summers up ahead to Beckett. Beckett got 2-on-1 with Blaha. Shot on net, rebound, loose puck. Beckett tries to pound a rebound there, but the goaltender's got the big pad on the ice. Now Beckett, Summers, backhanded shot. The rebound just goes wide of Blaha sticking to the corner. Now Blaha gets dumped down in the corner, and North Star is able to clear. Up along the near side. Isaac steals it away down low. He'll hand it off to Summers. Summers up, going up with the ice on the breakout. Up across center ice. Dumps it in the corner where Blaha will pick it up. Blaha centering pass to Beckett and gets deflected off a stick up into the air. Now stolen away by Summers. Summers throws it softly on net as Spuds go to make changes. Long lead pass to the North Stars out, but that's taken away by Isaac. Isaac in his own zone, spins around, gets up to Miller. Miller up to Kalhoff. Kalhoff's got a step. He handed it off to Steen. Steen tried to center him, stolen away back by loose puck along the boards. Oh, Hasbargen pinches in at the blue line. Hasbargen and step in. Quick shot. Oh, off the crossbar. Nice step in the move there by Lennon Hasbargen. As he goes for changes, Spuds finish making their changes. Now loose puck stolen away by Steen. Steen sends it down low to Miller. Colton trying to centering pass. Comes out to the point. Steen shot. Rebound. Kalhoff. He was tied up on one side of the net. Now Colton tries to feed out to the point, but that hits the stick, and the Spuds have to come back out and get onside. Wells spins around and dumps it in. Now Colton supports his shot. Bad save there by the goaltender for Hazen. Now Wells at the point. He'll hand it over to Brecky. Brecky, shot, rebound, loose puck. Goaltender tried to cover it up. Now Steen, centering pass to Colton. That got deflected away, and Hazen will send it back out to center ice. The Spuds will have to get back on side. Spuds head back up in the direction with Kalhoff. He gets brushed off the puck. Wells retreats to his own zone. Poke checked away there. Woodard blocks that shot and kicks it back out to center ice. Now Woodard with the puck steal. Hands it up to Copeland, who hands it to Mounthaugen. Mounthaugen sidesteps one player, but gets a poke checked away from him. Comes to Brecky on the near side. And North Star is able to take advantage of it and clear the zone. Good stick work there by Brecky. He sends it back out to center ice, up to Cam. Cam with a poke check. Tried to poke it to himself. Now Copeland supports. Oops, sorry. Copeland. Cross ice over to Woodard. Woodard sidesteps one player, sidesteps another, and then he gets tied up front. And finally, North Star is able to clear. Wells spins around, sends it back up to Woodard. Woodard flips it up in the air. That passed off the mark for Mounthaugen. And the North Star is clear. Icing's waved off. Landon Hasbargen from his own goal line. Leading pass up to Woodard. That gets intercepted. Now Beckett supports low. And he finds Blaha on the far side. Blaha chips it out. And penalty coming up against Hazen-Beulah. So a tripping call against Hazen. I believe it was on Garrett Blaha. He was racing up the boards. So 4:20 left here in the first period. Spuds lead by a goal. Now on the power play. First penalty of the contest. Mounthaugen tries to get a load of Summer. Let's get intercepted, and Hazen's able to clear. Now back up the other direction. Beckett up along the right wing. Centering pass to Summers. Summers shot. Rebound. Mounthaugen. His shot saved. Just trickled through the crease. Now Hasbargen throws one in on net and saved by the goaltender and gloved and hung on to. Off the faceoff. Controlled by Beckett. Beckett along the near boards. Supported by Mounthaugen. Now Beckett carries up center. Shot. Big glove save from Beckett Miller. Point blank. Now Beckett walks in. Fans on it. Loose puck. Big save there. And Summers tried to pound one in. Hazen sends it all the way down on net. Davis will have to play it. He plays it up ahead to Summers. Summers leaves it for Beckett. Beckett sidesteps. Backhander. Save. Loose puck. Oh, loose in the crease. The goaltender finally able to cover it up. So 1 minute remaining here in the power play for the Spuds. 3:20 remaining in the first period. Colton Miller steps in to take the face off. Steen feeds it back to Brecky at the point. Brecky battles, handles it back off to Steen. He tried a centering pass. Now loose puck comes to Wells. Wells throws a shot on net, and that's gloved and hung on to by the goaltender. Up to the point. Brecky hops over his sticks. He'll have to come back and get onside. He'll send it across ice to Wells. Wells back over to Kalhoff. Kalhoff up ahead. Now Kalhoff settles things down. Hands it off to Steen. He goes cross ice to Miller. Miller out to the to Wells. Wells down low to Kalhoff. Kalhoff. Now back to Wells at the point. Wells cross ice over to Brecky. Brecky throws it in on net and scores. Logan Brecky with a seemingly harmless shot, but that one sneaks through. And Logan gets the power play goal for the Spuds here, putting them up 3-1. Face-off controlled by the Stars. They dump it in, goes off of Isaac. Asbargen will chip it back out. They'll have to get back on side. Pressure being put on by the Spuds. Woodard chips it away. He takes a tumble. Now loose puck picked up by Copeland. Copeland carries it in low. So Steen and Wells on the assist on the Logan Brecky goal. Now Copeland working down low. Looks, tries to center it to Woodard. That gets deflected. Picks up his own loose puck. Tries to throw a shot in. That got deflected. As the body's up front. And now we got a penalty call. Interference is the call on Mr. Mounshaugen. Cam goes to the box for interference. So, Hazen will go on his first power play of the morning with just 1:48 remaining here in the first period. Beckett in to take the face-off. Comes to Brecky. Brecky gets the pass up to the zone. Just about had a breaker opportunity, but just deflected by the defender for Hazen to get it out of his reach, so he couldn't control it. He'll kill some time down in the Hazen zone. Hazen now gets control of it. Long cross ice pass, flips all the way down, comes all the way to Wells. Wells will step up with it. He'll step to the middle. Steps up. Shot scored! And Gavin Wells with a shorthanded goal. And Spuds take a quick 4-1 lead. Loose puck comes all the way back to the Spud zone. Brecky will pick it up. Third attempt to Summers. And they're saying that was play to the high stick, I believe. So the faceoff's going to come back down into the Hazen zone. A couple new penalties killer come out as Kalhoff and Steen come out for the Spuds. Stars gain control off the faceoff. They flip it up ahead, all the way down on net to Davis. Ooh, Davis, a dangerous play there. Just played it right as the Stars player just come barreling down on net. And now Wells will pick it up and dump it out to center ice. Kalhoff with pressure. Oh, Kalhoff just about stole that away. Now Stars up on the near side. They throw that in high off the glass. Puck comes all the way out. Oh, they're saying that did not cross the line. Quick shot there, saved by Davis. And Foss with the rebound. Foss picks it up, banks it off the boards up to center ice. Stars will have to get back onside. They work on their entry zone. They walk it through the middle. Step up there by Brecky. Now Foss banks along the far boards. Stars holding, centering pass up the middle. Deflected away by Brecky. And finally, Steen will pick up the loose puck and flip it out into the Spuds box as time expires on period number 1. So from the Cullen Hockey Center here in game 1 of the morning between Moorhead Bantam Black and Hazen-Beulah, Spuds lead 4-1. Hazen will start the second period with an 11-second power play. So we'll take a quick timeout here for the intermission. All right, here we are, ready to get back underway again. Hazen with the power play here for 11 seconds to start the period. Beckett wins off the faceoff. He'll dump it in deep. Exit attempt stolen away by Summers. Now Poss will just dump it in, and Moorhead back to full strength. Blaha battles in the corner. Summers comes out with it. Quick angle shot there. Pad save there by the goaltender. Now Summers with another shot. Rebound. Shot save. Beckett with a shot. Save and a goal. Well, the goaltender did his best to keep it out as long as he could. He made about 4 saves on that play, and finally I think it was Beckett Miller that pounded on a rebound and pounded through the wickets to give Moorhead a 5-1 lead. Those Spuds with a 5-1 lead here early in the second period. Foss works along the near boards. He hands it off to Beckett. Beckett now carries it in. Centering pass. And just out of the reach of Summers. Now Summers continues to work low. Hands it off to Miller. Pass gets intercepted. Hazen tries to carry it out. Turned away. Blaha tries to throw it through the crease. Asbargen with a blast. Just goes wide of the net. Now Foss steps along the near side. Hands it off to Summers. Summers, centering pass. Beckett with shot. Goalie got just a piece of that to send it wide. And finally the Stars able to clear. Blaha feeds it up the paw to the point as the Spuds are in the middle of changes. He'll dump it into the corner. Now Colton hands it to Kalhoff. Kalhoff up to the point to Brecky. Brecky throws one in on net. That one's just deflected wide of the net. Now Brecky again at the point. He walks into the faceoff circle. Shot. Save there on the pad. Now Miller on the forecheck down low. Stars control along the far boards, but held in by Kalhoff. Kalhoff with one sidestep move, but now Steen and Kalhoff work to hold it in. In Kalhoff skates. Now Steen kicks it to the corner. Out to the point to Welsh. Welsh cross ice to Kalhoff. Kalhoff, he fans on it. And the Stars pick it up and clear the distance. And that'll go right by the net for an icing call against Hazen-Beulah. Good pressure there by the Colton Kalhoff Steen line. Now Mounshaugen, Copeland, and Woodard will come out. Mounshaugen in to take the face-off. He wins it back to the point to Brecky. Brecky cross ice to Welsh. Welsh will dump it in low. Banked on the boards, comes back to Welsh. Welsh's shot, blast, save, held on to, whistle. Battle for the puck. Now Mounshaugen chips it away. Colton supporting. Now Colton gets Cam. Comes away with it. Throws it on net. It was right on the side iron, right underneath the goalie's skate. Sort of a funky little stop. I think Cam was trying to use the net as a pass to himself. 12:19 left here in the second period. Cam comes in, take the face off. He wins it to Donnie. Donnie, quick shot. That gets deflected up into the air. Woodard will give chase into the far corner. Now step up by Brecky. Brecky hands it off to Welsh. Welsh down low to Copeland. Copeland loses it for just a second. And the Stars steal it away and get it outside the zone. Is just out of the reach of Logan Brecky. Brecky cross ice to Welsh. Welsh up to Woodard. That's off of his stick. Stars take it away. A quick shot there and glove save by Davis. At the point, dumped into the far corner. Isaac will give chase. Isaac battles along the boards. He can lose it, steals it back away. Now Summers banks out the board up to Miller. Miller's got an opportunity here. He gets caught from behind. Loose puck still. Now Blaha battles in the corner up front. Summers with a quick shot that hits bodies up front. Now Summers spins around back to top of the faceoff circle. Gets it to Miller. Other faceoff circle. His shot goes wide, and that'll ring all the way outside the zone. Isaac will give chase to run it down. He banks it off the board, stolen away by the Stars. Oh, just about faked him out, centering pass. Thought the Stars player was going to do the fake and go back with a wraparound. Beckett dumps it in low. Summers chips it to himself. He'll continue chasing. Tries a centering pass to Blaha. He got tied up. Banked off the board and out as Isaac will go back to center ice and pick it up. He'll spin around, find Summers up along the near board. Summers just about turns it over. He recovers, gets it to Hazen-Beulah. And that one will go the distance for icing on the Stars, bringing the faceoff back down to the right of the Stars goaltender. So 10:21 remaining here in the second period. Spuds lead 5-1. Miller, Kalhoff, and Steen come out. They've been buzzing the last couple of shifts. Stolen away by Kalhoff. Kalhoff tries a centering pass, goes off the side of the net. Stars pick it up, and they dump it the distance for icing, bringing the face-off right back to where we started from. Over with the face-off. Steen sends it back to Welsh at the point. They'll pinch in along the boards. Sends it over to Colton. Colton's shot just goes wide of the net. Welsh steps up again to hold. He dumps it down low to Kalhoff. Kalhoff centering pass to Miller just off the mark. Steen will chase it down the far boards. Now Colton looking for Kalhoff on the one-timer. Kalhoff loses an edge again. Centering pass gets deflected. Now Steen picks it up, finds Colton. Colton's shot just goes wide of the net. Now Stars try to clear up to Welsh. Welsh throws one in. Save on the pad. Kalhoff below the goal line. Oh, nifty move there by Kalhoff. Send a sidestep two players. He's looking for a body up front. Now Colton with the forecheck holds it in deep. Steen gives chase. Jet centering pass. Woodard shot scored. Woodard fresh off the bench, and Steen with a perfect feed puts it on his tape. And Woodard finds the back of the net, putting the Spuds up 6-1. Woodard at center ice, picks up the puck. Carries it way down deep, centering pass to Copeland. He's on his backhand shot. Now Copeland feed it back to Woodard behind the net. Centering pass up front and bounces off a couple of skates, and the goaltender will cover that up for a face-off. Montague didn't take the face-off. Stars control. They get able to clear, but not able to completely control. And back comes Foss the other direction. Isaac carries it in deep. Stars punch it off the glass and out. Hasbargen will have to recover. They'll send it cross ice for Woodard. Woodard centering pass gets intercepted. And the Stars will dump it in from the red line. Now Foss working down low. Into the corner. Supported by Copeland. And Copeland picks up the loose puck. He's centering pass all the way up to Montague. Montague continues to pressure, but Stars poke it free and send it back out to center ice. Now thrown away by Donnie Copeland. Copeland will dump it in as they go to make changes. Stars ring it around the boards. That'll come all the way out because Spuds were making wholesale changes. Welsh centering pass, stolen away. Stars will dump it deep, or Welsh will pick it up along his own goal line. Now he'll spin around. He'll look up ice. He'll take it in down deep. Pounded to the net, loose puck, and covered by the goaltender. As Summers was right on the doorstep looking to pound a rebound through. Now Summers will take the face off. Stars control. Held in by Blaha. He tried to hand it off to Beckett, but stolen away, and they'll spend it the distance for an icing. Bringing the face off all the way back down to the Stars zone in front of us. They'll let him take the face off. Summers hands it off to Welsh. Wells' shot, pad save. Beckett, rebound, pad save again. Now Blaha tries the centering pass. That got deflected. Now Blaha continues to work along the far boards. He'll dump it low and continue giving chase. Stars try to clear. Comes up to Wells. He fans on the shot. Stars clear of the center ice. Spun around by Blaha. Blaha to himself. Unable to keep it in the zone. And that's an offside as Wells carries it in with a couple players on the far side. So Colton will step in to take this face off with Steen and Kalhoff. As Bargan and Foss back of the blue line. Steen hands it off to Foss. Foss spins it back around. Jumps out the center ice. Bud's able to get a handle on it, and the Stars carry it back the other direction. Shot saved there by Davis as he sticks the pad out. Now Steen up ahead for Colton. Colton carries it in. Colton hands it down low to Steen. Jet tries to feed it up to the point, but that didn't get through some legs. Excuse me. Now Woodard will dump it into the corner. Up to the point to Foss. Now known as Colton Miller. Colton steps up. Shot scored. Colton Miller with the score. Nice patience there by Colton as he walked out front. Got the goalie to commit. Opened up a hole and found the back of the net. Puts Spuds up 7-1. Copeland back to Foss. Foss cross says over to Hasbargen. Hasbargen feeds it over to Copeland on the near side. Copeland carries it in. Carries it up in the middle. Shot there. Goes wide of the net. Hasbargen sports along the far wall and finally pulled away by the Stars as they carry out the center ice. Carry up into the zone. They throw a shot on net. Davis will stick that up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off coming to the left of Alex Davis. Face-off loose, dumped into the corner by the Stars. Now support a clearing attempt. Got fanned on. Now Summers picks up the loose puck. Still Summers. Carries it in low. Centering pass. Goes through everybody. Recchi tried to pinch at the point, but poked free by the Stars, and Wells to recover in his own zone. Wells carries it up long. Shot. Big save there. Rebound covered up as Summers gives the goaltender a hug. Becker didn't take the face off, wins it back to Summers. Summers, shot, rebound, Blaha on the doorstep, punches it just wide. And now the puck's on the back of the net, and we'll get a whistle. It gets lodged down in the webbing. .440 remaining here in the second period. Golden steps in to take the face off. Started to win it back to the point, and finally able to clear out the center ice, where Wells will pick it up. Wells gets stood up at the blue line, it tips it over to Kalhoff, and the Stars send it back out. Brecky rings it far around for Miller. taken away by the Stars, but that'll roll in the zone, and that'll be offsides on the Stars as they had a couple of players still stuck deep. Colton wins the puck back to Hazen-Beulah. Hazen-Beulah gets checked along the boards as he dumps the puck free, and icing's waved off. There's a debate whether icing is going to be called there or not. Stars dump it in deep. Poff will give chase to it in the corner. Stars, slide step, centering pass, or save by Davis on the pad. And Steen with the loose puck. Unable to clear. Now supported by Hazen-Beulah. Hazen-Beulah able to carry it out. Hazen-Beulah up across the blue line. Throws his speed back off the glass. Now it comes to the near side to Kalhoff. Comes out to Foss at the point. He steps in, throws it in softly on net, and the goaltender will glove that and hang on to it for a whistle. So 3:18 remaining here in the second period. Spuds with a 6-goal lead, leading 7-1. This puck comes back to Welsh at the point. Welsh hands it off to Copeland. Copeland, unable to hold the zone. Stars go back the other direction. Recky poke checks it away, but Stars dump that in offside. This puck, Welsh tried to fit it up to Copeland. That goes off the skate. Now Mounthaugen hands it up to Welsh. Welsh carries it in. Mounthaugen centers it, looking for Woodard on the back door. Now Brecky pinches in to hold. He hands it to Woodard. Woodard's shot just goes wide of the net. Now it comes to Welsh on the near boards. Welsh spins around, finds Woodard. Woodard, sidestep, shot there, loose puck. The shot never made it to the net. Now it comes out to Welsh at the point. Welsh's shot goes wide of the net. Now Mounthaugen tries to send it to Woodard as he gets tied up and the Stars able to clear. Step up by Welsh as he poke checks it away. And now comes Mounthaugen and Copeland as they got a 2-on-1. Shot there, save, and loose puck picked up by Mounthaugen. Copeland with a shot and another save. Step up by Brecky. Brecky holds the puck in. Now Copeland carries it in. Looking for Woodard on the back door. That pass gets intercepted. Stars clear up to the point. Comes to Welsh. Welsh's shot. Loose puck. Save and rebound. Loose puck comes loose. Stars aim, try to clear. Welsh loses it at the blue line, and Stars go back the other direction. Nice play there by Brecky to intercept that possible 2-on-1 break. Brecky finds it up to Copeland. Copeland, he'll dump it in as the Spuds are making changes. Stars ringing on the boards and out. Isaac punts off the bench. He'll hustle back to his own zone to pick it up. He'll dump it back out to center ice. All the way back to the zone. Intercepted by Blaha fresh off the bench. He centers it to Summers and scores. Nice back-end little pass there by Blaha. Puts it to Summers, and Summers is in front of the net all by himself. And Spuds take the 8-1 lead with 1:09 remaining here in the second period. Face off, gains back to Hazen-Beulah. He'll skip it up to Blaha. Blaha spins on his own boards from the near side, hands it to Foss. Foss sends it down low to Summers. Gets chipped out there by the Stars, and Summers will pick it up back at center ice. Summers sidesteps two players, carries it into the zone. Now tries to leave it for Beckett. Comes to Hazen-Beulah. He throws a shot on net. That just goes wide. Foss holds at the blue line, and finally the Stars able to clear. Now turned around back from the neutral zone by Blaha. He throws it in behind the net. Summers banks it off the board, leaves it for Hazen-Beulah-Home. His centering pass just gets deflected wide. Now Summers in the corner. Tries to center to Blaha. He's tied up. He hands it off to Beckett. Beckett shot, save, and hung on to for the goaltender from Hazen. 12.8 seconds remaining here in the second period. Hazen tries to clear. Kelhoff ranks one off the post. Kelhoff stole that exit pass out of midair, put it right on his tape, and flinged it off the near side post. He wanted that one. 5.3 seconds remaining. Face off. Kelhoff kicks at it. Stars clear. And that's the end of period number 2. So after 2 complete periods of play, Moorhead leads Hazen-Beulah 8-1. We'll go on mute here for about a 10-minute Zamboni break and come back with the third and final period here from Moorhead. All right, we're back and ready for the third and final period here between Moorhead and Hazen-Beulah. Spuds leading 8-1. All right, whistle blown, refs ready to roll. Let's get the puck drop underway. Keeping controls out the face-off, deflected away by the Spuds. Summers in the corner, gets the puck checked away, out to Brecky at center ice. Brecky goes cross ice to Wells. Wells skates it up the center. He drives right to the middle, before gets puck checked away, and Stars go back the other direction. Long lead pass up ahead. In quickly, shot saved by Davis. Brecky gets up along the boards to Summers, who hands it off to Beckett. Beckett carries it in. Shot saved there by the goaltender for the Stars. Centering pass comes out. The Stars able to chip it out to center ice. And Brecky will come back and pick it up. Wells comes to the near side to Summers. Summers chips it up ahead to Miller. Now Summers skates it through the neutral zone. Quick shot there, saved by the goaltender. Now Beckett along the far wall. He'll dump it in as the Spuds go to finish making changes. Open with the pressure. As Bargan steps up. Chips it into the corner. And penalty coming up against the Stars as Landon Hasbargen gets hauled down. And holding is the call. So with 13 and a half minutes remaining here in the third period, Moorhead goes on the power play on the holding call against Hazen. Face off, one back, Copeland. Copeland goes down low to Blaha. Blaha. The centering pass gets deflected off of the Hazen stick, and that goes up into the netting. Copeland sends it out to Isaac at the point. On down to Woodard. Woodard carries it in tight. Gets the poke checked away. Now Blaha works along the near boards, looking for some space. Quick shot there, rebound. Nobody there. Stars able to clear. Hasbargen holds it at the point. He hands it down low to Woodard. The Stars chip it to the corner. Now Woodard tries a sidestep move. Now he sends it to Hasbargen at the point. Hasbargen, Blaha. Oh, Blaha on the back door. His backhander squeaked right behind the goaltender and through the crease, just wide of the net. Now Blaha from behind his own net. Gets to the Copeland on the corner. Copeland gets the poke checked away, and the Stars able to clear. They'll send it down. Davis will play it. He puts a long lead pass for nobody, and that's going to be an icing on Moorhead. Not a wise pass. So, running clock going here in the third period. So, by the time this face-off gets dropped, the Stars will be back to full strength. Puck drop underway. Centering pass. Ooh, shot there quickly, saved by Davis on the blocker. Galhoff along the near boards. He goes cross ice to Wells. Wells finds Galhoff back on the near boards. His centering pass gets deflected away, and the Stars turn around and send it back into the zone. Welsh from behind his own net. He gets upended by the player. Now Brecky with the lead out to Calhoff. Calhoff in the middle to Miller. Miller gets the poke checked away. He hands it off to Steen. Picks it back up again. Quick shot there. Glove save by Hazen. And they'll hang on to that for another whistle. Puck comes up to Welsh at the point. He sends it to Woodard. His tip just goes wide. Now Woodard from below the goal line. He hands it off to Copeland. Copeland spins. Gets it taken away at the face-off circle. Continues the back check and steals it back around the other direction. Now Copeland finds Blaha. He gets the poke checked away and Stars come back the other direction. Now back the other way. Stars now at center ice. They come in 2-on-2, and that's an offsides on the Stars. 9.5 minutes remaining here in the third. Spuds leading 8-1. Asbargen off the face-off, banks it off for Summers just behind him. The Summers will have to come back and pick it back up. Quick shot there on the turnover. Davis with the save. Now Summers banks it off the board and up ahead. Stars back in the zone. Quick shot there. That goes off Davis's cage. And has Bargain there to clear the rebound and out. That pass taken away by Summers. Summers tried to feed Beckett. Beckett. Now it comes out to Poss at the point. Poss throws a shot on net. Stick to the corner. Beckett throws it to the far side. Stars able to, nope, not able to clear as Mounthaugen steals it away. Now Cam, centering pass. Beckett, shot. Pad save by the goaltender. Now Summers from behind the net. He tries to find a lead pass. Beckett gets knocked over. Stars carried in deep. Pass is stolen away by Mounthaugen, and he'll clear back. And that'll go the distance for an AC. Off the faceoff, Spud's able to control. Lose it at the blue line. Stars dump it in on net. Davis leaves it for Wells. Wells banks it off the board. In behind Blaha. Blaha with Woodard up ahead. He hands it off to Copeland. Copeland gets checked off the puck. Now the Stars on the near boards. Try to clear, but that's intercepted by Blaha. Let's get back on side. Copeland. Donnie sidestep. Looking for a pass for Blaha. That gets poke checked away. Now Brecky. He throws a centering pass to Blaha that just skips over his stick over to the corner. Stars pick it up from behind their own net. They carry it out up ahead. Wells poke checks it away. Colton Miller picks up the loose puck. He finds Copeland. Copeland back up the other direction again. He tries to send it to Woodard. Woodard with a backhander. Now Colton with a backhand shot on the rebound. And the Stars will pick up the loose puck and send it to length for an icing. So down to 6 minutes remaining here in the third. Still an 8-1 lead for Moorhead. Colton Miller in to take the faceoff. Stars not able to clear as Foss holds it into the point. As Morgan throws it on net. Oh! Almost sticked in the net by the Stars' own defenseman, but the goaltender made a great play to make that save as it deflected off his skate. Now Kalhoff spins around down low. He'll hand it off to Colton. Colton back to Kalhoff. Back to Colton Miller. Centering pass, looking pristine out front, but the goaltender deflected that away. And Stars able to finally clear. As Isaac will go back, they'll send a cross ice to Hasbargen. Hasbargen up the middle to Colton Miller. Colton on the near side to Kalhoff. Kalhoff, one side step. And then he gets pull checked away. And Stars clear back to center ice. As the puck rolls all the way down to Davis. They'll send it up ahead to Kalhoff. Kalhoff pinched up against the board, supported by Miller. Stars come back the other direction. And wow, I don't know how that wasn't a tripping call. Now Welsh picks up the loose puck. He's in all alone as the Spuds are making changes. MYHA dumps it into the blue line. Welsh loses the puck at his own blue line. Now Welsh to Woodard. Now Brecky. Then the cross ice for Copeland, who chips it up ahead. And the Stars throwing in on net. And Davis will glove that and hang on to it. Three and a half minutes remaining here in the third. Spuds leading 8-1. Beckett Miller in to take the face off. Stars dump it in behind the net. Welsh from the Holman's goal line. Tries to get up to Summers. Summers feeds it up to the point. Stars send it in deep where Brecky will give chase. Brecky rings it around the boards. And Brecky finally settles things down and able to clear. Up ahead to Summers. Welsh's pass off the mark. That was offsides. Valenthausen picks up the loose puck. His pass to Summer gets intercepted. And now Miller able to control. He finds Summers at the red line. Summers up ahead. Tries a centering pass that goes off the skate. Beckett leads it to Welsh. Welsh shot. Deflected up front, wide of the net. Now Summers from low. Feeds up to Beckett. Beckett shot. Glove save. Hazen. 2.5 minutes here in the third. So I want everybody to join us back again. I believe our second game today is 11:15. So 2 early games today. We play Sioux Falls with our final pool play game before we get into Sunday's bracket games. So everybody join us back today at the 11:15 mark for our second game. MYHA steps in to take this face off. Copeland gets ended up in. MYHA gives chase. Tries to wrap around town. Woodard gets dumped in front of the net. And Stars able to clear up the center ice. Isaac spins back the other direction. Now Copeland loses it right at the last second. Him and Woodard tangle up each other's feet, and Stars able to poke it free. Isaac has to hustle back for it. 2 players go down in the tip. Davis with the save. Has Morgan cleared, and Spuds come back the other direction. 3-on-2. MYHA spins, stops. Fans on the pass. Stars lose the puck as they lose an edge behind the net. Now Copeland on the forecheck down in the corner. He'll chip it up to Woodard. Woodard leaves it for Welsh. Welsh Blaha, he tips it. Goalie saves it. Now he'll stick it to the corner and Stars clear back to center ice. Wells, his pass goes off a Copeland skate. Now they fend it up to Woodard. Woodard on the near side. Woodard goes wide to the right. We've got two guys up front. His shot misses high and wide and rings all the way back out to center ice. Also pass up ahead to Kalhoff. Colton holds it into the blue line, hands it down to Steen. And this will run the timeout on the clock as well. So throw a shot up off the glass. Rings around to Steen, and that's the end of this contest here. So Spuds come in hot this morning to beat Hazen-Beulah 8-1. Thanks for getting up early this morning and joining us. Come back again at 11:15 for our second game against Sioux Falls. And we'll see you back at the rink.